Question number 8, Honourable Phil Heatley. Honourable Phil Heatley.
Mr. Speaker.
Order. Order.
To the Minister of Social Development.
Order. 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 We're trying to give him a chance. If the member could assist by not... if the members could please stop interjecting, then we can have question number 8 in the name of the Honourable Phil Heatley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Social Development.
Point of order. Honourable Trevor Mallard.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not one for high dress standards, Mr. Speaker, but business attire doesn't normally include flappers.
That's not a point of order. Honourable Phil Heatley.
Mr. Speaker,
Honourable Phil Heatley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Social Development and asks, what announcements has she made as part of the Children's Action Plan to support grandparents and raising grandchildren?
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr. Speaker, as part of the White Paper for Vulnerable Children, we announced an extra $10 million to help with carers' additional costs. Today I have announced the establishment of a ministerial reference group who will provide me with advice on how best to allocate that financial support to grandparents who are raising grandchildren and other kin carers. Mr. Speaker, the grandparents raising grandchildren will be part of the group to provide that formal advice as well as fostering kids, and I'm looking forward to receiving it.
Supplementary question. Supplementary question.
Mr.
Honourable
Speaker,
Phil Heatley.
to the Minister, what has the reference group been asked to focus on?
Mr. Speaker,
Honourable Paula Bennett.
The terms of reference ask the group to provide options on the extra financial assistance to facilitate ideas from the wider community and to provide a report to me in August. What I've done, though, is ask them to think outside of the box, that this need not be another allowance via work and income, that they could think about it being administered quite differently and better targeted on need, and I look forward to receiving it.
Supplementary question, Honourable Phil Heatley.
Mr. Speaker, to the Minister, how else is the government supporting grandparents raising grandchildren?
Well, Mr.
Honourable
Speaker,
Paula Bennett.
there are a number of ways. We have given them access to respite care in the past. We have made sure that they had advice on parenting that they needed when they're sort of second-time parents, if you like. We're now able to offer them that extra financial assistance. I recently gave them someone very senior within work and income that can sort of cut through issues or problems that might be being made. This group, though, that we're setting up and that exploring ways of grant funding, we've got a really good cross-section, I think, from the community that care about it, and I think that will make a fundamental difference as well.
Supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Supplementary to the Minister. How will she know that the Children's Action Plan is making a difference to child wellbeing when, according to a report released today, New Zealand is one of just 6 countries that doesn't collect enough data to fully measure how well our kids are doing?
Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr. Speaker, I think what I got from that report as well is that what they're looking for is action, and that's exactly what the Children's Action Plan is. It has more than 32 responses to vulnerable children that cross from really community responses right through to legislative changes that are needed so that we can ensure that Joint Chief Executives are taking responsibility for these kids, and I fundamentally believe that that will be the difference for them.
Supplementary
question, Jacinda Ardern.
Why does she not measure child poverty in the same range of ways that 29 other OECD nations already do?
Honourable Paula Bennett.
Because, Mr. Speaker, while the Labour Party are worried about what those measures are, we're getting on and actually doing something about it.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. That was a relatively straighthtforward question, but I really don't think that she addressed it.
Order. It was a political question and it got a political answer back again. Question number 9, Claire Curran. Point.
Ask if I could perhaps, just for clarification on my point of order and for my future learning experience, have it explained to me how that was a political question.
Well, I invite the member to go back and look at it. Why not measure the child poverty the way other countries do, etc.? Order. Order. I have called Claire Curran. Question number 9. If the member is attempting to relitigate my decision as to the